Alrighty. Got our kidney. Yeah, I love getting a kidney. What if I slept with X rank? We'd be making an L rank baby. Got him. Because I contribute the L. Yeah, got him. Roasted. How's it going? Happy Monday to you, Riffles. How are things going? $20.31. We are getting close to that time. Oh man. Start the queue. Half an hour into the rotation. The rare L chromosome. So true. I do have the oh great. I love when that goes. You miss the old crack better? What? What's different? There ain't nothing different. Same shit, new day. Yeah, I had dinner with the family that went really long. So we just getting home. So yeah. That's why we starting, but we gotta get the grind in, you know? The mic is sounding better, quality control. I didn't even change any settings on the microphone. I don't know where this is coming from. Everything is still the same. Same Yeti and everything. I mean, the filter's all the same. Everything's the same. I didn't do anything. I didn't do none. I don't know. The mic sounds better. It's spazzing out less at higher frequencies. Interesting. The only thing that I've done to my microphone is I plugged it in, unplugged it, like, because it wasn't working. That's the only thing I've done to my microphone in the last, like, 2 weeks. Cause it completely was just not working. Finally. So I had family stuff go late. Sorry about that. Have I listened back to myself yet? Do you think I ever listen back to myself? I hate myself. You lied, still happening. See? See? Ain't nothing different. Ain't nothing different. Ain't nothing different. Hi Neptune, how's it going? You can't sleep? Well, how's everything else going though? You know what? How's your Monday?
Well, you did nothing. The war is lost. Thanks, Kraken.
You're welcome. Nerve kicking in for land championship? Nah, I can't sweat none, mate. Easy, ain't nothing to sweat about. Just another day at the office. The way I see it, anyways. I don't know. I don't know. I guess maybe it's just a thing. I always see people talk about nerves. I don't know. I've luckily been pretty. historically usually pretty good about that. I used to a long time ago, a little bit of nerves here and there, but these days, I don't know, I just there's another day at the office. All you can do is lock down, do what you can best. Other than that, there ain't nothing to be nervous about. Only thing you can do is worry about yourself. No redeem on that, Shads. Just the word. That didn't work. Why didn't that work? Hold on. Hold on. This was working. I had it all working. I had this shit work. I think it was just disconnected because I had my computer in sleep mode. Let me try. No? Is it really? We really gonna be broken? Is this what we're doing? Great. I do this. Does that work? That works. Yeah. Works when you test it. It doesn't work when you do the command. Oh, there it goes. Now it's going. Now all of them are gonna go. Yeah. Stop doing that. Sorry, Neptune. It's the new, it's a new confetti thing. It's brand new. It's new as of like 6 p.m. today. Actually, 4 p.m. But whatever time I message you, whatever time I message Shads. Let's go look. Let's see what time I messaged Shads. I messaged Shads before it was actually even fully implemented. 4:35. So as of 4:35 Eastern Daylight Time, that was implemented. If you do the command one more time, Shad, just one more, just for the fun, you know. I don't care. We're starting a game. Just double checking everything's working. Is it really still? Is it still giving trouble? Alright, there we go. Good enough. I manually set that one off. I'm not sure what's. It shouldn't be that delayed. It should be pretty instantaneous. Like, cause if I do this should work pretty quickly. Like that's the amount of delay it should have. But I won't send them. I won't manually set it off. There it goes. I guess it is going. It's just taking a little longer than I expected to. Okay. Alright, well, I mean, as long as it's working. Anywho, we just lost. Who cares? I'm glad the confetti works. I'll turn it down a hair. Is it a hair allowed? The confetti a hair allowed? Let me turn that down. Oh, sorry, I got to turn it on and turn it down. Turn it down a little bit more. Is that better? Is that more reasonable? Is that more reasonable? Okay, I will stop it from keep playing. Is that a better loudness? Okay. Hey, we here to have some fun. You know what? Just for that last game, hell yeah. I want to see where the issue is. Okay, so it didn't... I sent it on Twitch. Doesn't look like it's working on Twitch. Let me check something on this application. Oh, it's because this application is not connected to Twitch right now. Okay, that's... Okay. Yeah. Cool. Now it should be working, Shads. Now you can actually... I didn't realize the application that I'm running this through, it needed refreshed on the Twitch side. It was connected to the YouTube, so every time I sent it on YouTube it worked, but Twitch it didn't work. That's why. That's good. That's why. I didn't check its status that everything was working. Yeah, well. Also, I got 2K last game. I noticed that one. Wait, I got a KA? When did I do that? It's, that's, Karis. They change their name every 5 minutes. Oh no, is that Karis or is that, yeah, that's Karis right now. There's somebody else I was trying to think of, but they didn't use that name, they used a different one. Because I'm pretty sure it's Karis and not Pickle. Okay. Goodbye, chair. Go with your table. Hello. Oh, goodbye. Yeah. Both Karis and Pickle are some of the worst offenders at that. They tend to change their name about as often as you can change your name. Karis has been chair for a few months now, I think, though. I hate it. I hate it with a burning passion. Hate the name changes. The nice part is you are stuck with the name without aliasing for a period now, so that's at least nice. So at least people are stuck with those names without aliasing for a period of time. But aliasing rules have been so damn relaxed these days. I'm not a huge fan of that, but basically all the fucking top level players didn't care, so, and would just give each other the okay to do it even if the TO said fucking no, and then you would give the TOs fucking shit for being anti-alias. And then so like TOs just stopped enforcing it, and then those that were enforcing it, because other TOs were enforcing it, they stopped, which is really fucking dumb. I really wish they would keep fucking the alias rules. I hate it. The burning passion. And of course, the only thing that TOing these days is Riptide anyways. The whole alias rules half work because it uses the names on the thing. On your Switch. And not the names on mine. So the nice part is you can change it as much as you want. The downside is it often doesn't match what people want it to be. Of course, we just tell everybody, make sure it's reasonable, but not really. I don't go around checking. There's not a real reason to. You're lying about who you are. One, we know the pictures of the people that matter most to it, who we don't want in the LAN anyways. Number two, if you're gonna lie about who you are, especially acting as a known person, and then you're not that, it's gonna be reported. And you just hide as a nobody. We usually check the nobodies, especially. We're always mindful of the people we don't know at all, especially not having like any records in Splatoon. I really think the aliasing thing just needs to be just getting no aliases at all. Like, if you want to shit on your own branding, you can change it once a month. Have fun. Hey, it's because nobody gives a shit about branding. We are definitely one of the worst esports that I know of when it comes to branding. I mean, we're just darn right awful. There's just no nice way to put it. We're some of the worst that I know about. I mean, there are plenty that aren't good. But for the size we are, we're probably one of the worst, and it doesn't help contribute to things like try and get money into the scene and such through sponsorships and whatnot. Makes it actually more difficult. And then that is an excuse to why people won't do it either. Some people. So it's like it's a feedback loop where money doesn't get put in because it's hard to recognize people in branding, but people at the same time won't put effort into it because it doesn't matter because there's no money in branding into it. Slash, just some people don't give a fuck, to be fair, but like, it's just, yeah. Shrug emojis. Well, and honestly, part of the problem with that is because there ain't no damn storylines for anybody to care about. Because nobody stays on the same damn team. Every team is pickup number 69, 420, eat my ass, fucking dumbass name, pickup, and there's no real teams. You know what I mean? Like, even half the so to say teams, you know, a good chunk of them don't keep the same name half the time, or they're changing players so often you can barely call them a team because they're basically a pickup group of like 10 people that just pick up that team name whenever any of those 10 players play together. and even then, sometimes they'll just start adding random ass people to that group, and they'll be like, "Oh, that's there's just not very many teams." I'm gonna go look at the Sendu page right now. I'm just gonna go see what teams right now exist on the leaderboard. Shoutouts to Healthy Diet Food Groups. They're the #1 team right now. Ooh, man, they actually have like icons and shit. You can actually put other shit down now. It's crazy. But let's see, top teams. LeBron and the Lakers plus Cell is on the list. What a name. Paracel Candon LLD. I don't even know what that is. Oh, it's just the name, letters of the name. So that's not really a team. Paracel, I think, is a team. That's nice. Good to hear that. Those are the top teams, so to say. And let's see, where's that at? See, behind them, Kenmix Corp, which is probably not a real team. New Meta, that might be a team. I'm not quite sure that one. That might be a new team. Pickup Group. Corrupted Late, that might be... I'm not sure. That might be a new team. Active Team, I'm not gonna butcher their name. Another Pickup. So, like, half of them are teams, but, like, most of them are brand freaking new. Or... So I don't know if they'll even last or anything, or if they're just kind of a pickup group of folks that are just going to play together for a little bit, maybe through the Sendu queue, and call it a day. And then behind that, it's even worse. Like, just outside the top 12, it's just way too many things. Yeah, and that is a question, is what are meme teams? Some of them I can tell are real teams, right? Like, Camden or not Camden, Camden, whatever it was. Like that's a real team. Healthy Diet Food Groups is a real team. Like, their branding's pretty cool, by the way. Shout out to them. I think their branding is neat. Mind you, I don't know who half the players were. Their old names. Like in terms of without going back and looking it up. Like I know there's like walnut and pineapple and whatever, but I don't know what their names were prior to Healthy Diet Food Groups. But you know what? At least like they're being cool with the branding and shit. So like that's one that I give a little bit of the pass because they're of the individual players' names being gone, but they're going for the branding of the team, which is, you know what, that works. Like if you're not gonna be branded for your personal sake, you know, if you're gonna lean into like a team branding or some shit, I'm okay with that trade-off. Alright, well, not letting that checkpoint happen. I just wish, I mean, the big thing is just never storylines. For people just, at the end of the day, to really even care about teams. And some of that is because, again, another feedback situation here, where people complain about it, but then are like, yeah, we're not going to form one because there's no reason to do it, because we're not going to get any benefit from it. Because we can't form storylines because nobody else has it, but then, like, nobody does. So, like, it continues to be a feedback loop, which could just be resolved by a group just sucking, at the end of the day, groups starting to suck it up and form teams. They'll start to fix that problem. And then, but because no one's taking that first step, well, you need more than one group, to be fair, right? You know, groups aren't taking that first step, so more people won't follow, and then it becomes a negative feedback, or it becomes a positive feedback group to continue to not form teams, which continues to not have storylines, which means we continuously don't know who the fuck anybody is. Or have a reason to care, for that matter, right? Like, you think with as much people talk about wanting clout on Twitter.com, we would find the way to maximize it, which would be to improve name recognition, branding, and such. I try to change it as much as I can. You know, with TZS and trying to lean into that branding, you know, at least if I'm gonna talk shit, I better also attempt to do what I can. And I'll say, I think TZS is one of the better ones-ish. You know, a little issue with number of people, I think, is a fair argument. Like, oh, you have a shit ton of people, sometimes it'd be hard to know different TZS groups and things. Like that's a fair thing there. But I do think we stick to our brand really well. You know, we don't tend to make our names funny names unless we're like a mixed pickup group with, like, sometimes we, you know, if we like do something with, like, I did some stuff with, like, the PSU group, I think we had our name as a fun, or is PSU, I think we changed our name to PSU Blue plus me, I think is actually what we officially went with, which kind of funny because I used to be part of PSU Blue, but not with that. Oh, the sploosh! Oh, the sploosh rushed it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's fair on the side of individuals. I would love to see that too. I'm more about teams. I think teams build more storylines than individuals in a team esport. So I think teams are more vital than individuals, unlike something like Smash, where Smash, the individuals matter more than the teams. Because obviously teams don't exist. I just casually dropped 45 points. Who cares? Individuals matter, but they matter less because, like, Smash a lot of times you're doing 1v1s or 2v2s even, if you are going to be in a team setting. Where it's like, there is other types of Smash that has more than that. But those are the two most popular, are 1v1s and 2v2s. Unless I'm absolutely unknowing of Smash that I not in some weird way that I'm not expecting. But bluntly, bye Shaz, appreciate you coming out to the stream. You have a fantastic rest of your night, mate. I hope to see you soon. Good night. Glad you enjoyed the extra confetti. Woo! So, like, with Splatoon being 4v4, with rare exception, there are exceptions where it's to the 4v4 format, but everything that matters is pretty much 4v4. Respectfully to even like Duel Link and such that I love to death, Tripnacity, they all those things, right? But let's be real. If you're talking a major, it is always a 4v4. Like, there is just no exception to that. And so it's like the team setting, I think, matters a lot, and branding ourselves with team related at the team level, I think, is the most important fix over individual. But of course, pushing yourself as an individual does matter. And even when we were doing a lot of Nintendo tournaments and such, people would run stupid names in those events. I'm not even talking about something like the free Smash situation or anything. I'm talking about just like the normal run-of-the-mill ones. And people would just have weird ass names, and so yeah, people wouldn't know who that is. Pepe, come back! I'm cooked. I'm not cooked. What is this? But try hit me, really? There's one down. Come on, Pepe, shoot the last shot. I knew it! That's why I didn't move there. That's why I didn't rotate the right side. I knew right where Pepe's gonna fire that shot. 3 down, we need to move. Don't worry, we're alive. Fine. Ooh, hi, Suck Bomb. No, I killed 2. Yeah, that's crazy. I just let Pepe just get the checkpoint. Crazy behavior. That was dead. I honestly thought that they would jump in there, but I don't see it. I do hear it now. There it is. Pepe, why do you keep running from me? Would like to dance, Pepe. Really, burst bomb? What a burst bomb cringe. Get out of here. I hope you get thrown off the map. I mean, yes and no. A good number of people do stream. Beyond that, you can definitely argue there's an issue. You know, we'd love to see more content, like edited content, to be fair. I think that's a fair issue. We'd love to see more of that. But like, a lot of it is, again, I think there's a very good number of people that don't even keep the same name from tournament to tournament. The very, like, genuine. Come on, Pepe. Come on, Pepe. Oh, you're gonna Zuka. That's cringe. Come on, Pepe. Oh, yeah. Stop running from me, Pepe! Stop running! I was gonna get you! Like, all game! All you did was run from me! Why do you do this? We were supposed to fight, and it took to the literal last second for us to fight! GG's, Pepe. GG's. They keep murdering your teammates! You're really late. I'm really late. I haven't been live for half an hour. How's it going? Happy Monday to you. How you doing tonight? Yeah, Pepe playing scared of me. Come on, Pepe. Fight me. Stop running. I'd wail and you'd run backwards. Like the interaction at the beginning of the game when we were by the pedestal, I was going to dance on you. Before retreating, but your teammate was backing, so I was gonna do a little dance, be a little funny with it, but your teammate pulled out back, and I was like, ah, man, I'll dip. I didn't want to get caught in the suck, and then you just kill me. Wow. My weekend was fine. How was yours? Wow, someone really died to the pop on this one? Okay. And you're dead. Okay, Pen, really? I was trying to pull the Rainmaker back. Yeah, no more Pepe? I know, that's so sad. I miss Pepe already. Wish bro would game with us, but that's fine. Just left. Continue the game alone. Because everybody else is abandoning me. Hello, Sploosh. Oh, that's a roller there. Okay, you can have bubble. Okay, well. Now I guess we should move, huh? No, I wanted him. That's alright, got the checkpoint. You got new mice? Nice. Like a literal mice, or are you talking like the animal? I was talking about Pepe abandoning me. Not you, don't worry. That one was at Pepe. Couple things were at Pepe in particular in that. Pepe, we fought. And also Pepe's on my team, but you know, we don't see him anymore. Alright, anywho. Good hammer slide to the right. Did I get a new mic? Nope. Everybody and their mom apparently thinks I got a new mic, so I don't know what has happened to my microphone. It's the same thing with all the same settings. But everyone's like, "Did you get a new mic?" I'm like, "No! I didn't do anything. Nothing different." Yeah, I can get away from that. Ah, I got totally afraid in that. That was more crisp. Like I said, I didn't muck with anything. It just be going. I decided it wanted to be more crispy. Yes. Great, now I get to just keep firing. I knew they were coming that direction. I was just cornered. I can't rush in with the sniper there. It just seems just the sniper alone on my team against 4 of them. Take out the kill. Take out the Rainmaker for. Let me get whales real quick. Alright, let's go. Where's this sploosh? What I care about most right now. And the roller fucking killed me. God damn it, I knew it. I didn't hit the shot, and the pen wasn't, or the sniper wasn't gonna hit the shot. We're in that like perfect range where they can kill me in a couple swings. But can't really retreat, and definitely can't go forward. Yeah, perception is all that ever matters. But that's just life for you. That's a pretty common thing, I would say, beyond that's just a worldwide thing. Less so necessarily just this community. Welcome to life. Everybody wants to. They only care about the perception of themselves, less actually who or any qualities about them. I deceased. GG's. I'm 0-5 today. Great start. Well, I think a lot of the reason is there's just it's not as easy to break into the top in Sploon with the way that things go. So, like, with Smash, there's always enough people nipping at your heels in terms of skill. You have to grind, right? You have to try to keep going forward, because if you don't, you will ABC new tech that they discover, or a slight improvement, might cost you sets. Where in Sploon, the top level players don't even fucking play the game for half the year, and then they go win the same major. They go still win the majors. So there's no incentive to continue to improve if no one's catching up to you. Right? There's no reason to improve. Why? Why would I put in my effort when I can go have fun and still win, lol? Like, to an extent, I get that. Like, you're able to just casually play just without playing, get, you know, win a major without any practice. Like, why would you practice, right? What, so you can win the major more decisively? Ooh. What? To an extent, that only matters so much, right? Oh, instead of winning 3-4-1 or 3-1, I'll win 4-0 or 3-0. I think that's really some of the most unfortunate part of it. Is like there's no punishment for not playing the damn game. Which, to an extent, as a old person, you know, helps out to an extent. But like, there is some mobility in grinding, but at the very top, you need a whole team of people who have grinded to move to that next level. Or you have to go find X person. That's why sometimes pickups are so common and so pushed for indirectly. Just because, like, I'd have a whole group of people that want to put in effort. That's easier said than done. It doesn't help with the development cycle of this game. Hasn't helped one bit. Feels like same shit's been good the entire time. You could have taken a break from the beginning of this game till now, and your general gist of what is good and what is bad is going to be pretty accurate. You know, it's not going to be exactly the best. You won't be able to name necessarily the best things. Like pencil, wouldn't have been expected. Also didn't exist, but but a lot of the same weapons that were good then, things like Splash, are good right now. You could pick, it's not a lot of reason to reinvent yourself, right? Something like Splatoon 2, for the people that are meta chasers, you had to learn a new weapon, like, once a month. Like, on God. Like, seriously. You'd go from playing Tri-Slosher to a Booyah Bomb weapon to this, to that, to this, because every single patch, it's like you had to reinvent yourself. To an extent, maybe that was a little bit too much, or whatever. You could argue. I do prefer the S2 system over the S3 adjustments. Personally, that's just the way I am. I prefer major adjustments over minor adjustments. But, like, is same shit you used at the beginning of the game still applies to now. This game, you know, people complain about Splatoon 2 being stagnant. The only time it was stagnant was when they stopped getting updates. If you grinded to the top, shouldn't you still be active to remain at the top? No, because nobody's climbing up Neptune. That's what I'm saying. Is there's nobody, you know, one of the first things I said, I think that got cut off by the ad, is unlike with Smash and stuff, Smash there's always people trying to grind up. In Sploon that just doesn't exist. There's almost a barrier there. There's people that can come close, and there's people that are getting closer. But to get to that elite top level is very difficult, and you need help from those people usually up there to get into that circle. And so, in a way, the top people are incentivized, if anything, to not play the game, because there's no way to break into their level without being included with them. So it's like, oh, if I don't play the game, I can't. No one else is getting to my level. So you know, with the Splatoon is very tiered in a lot of ways. It's not like Smash where, you know, people at the top are relatively close even as you get further down. You know, there's not like big cutoffs and tiers randomly in there. Like, no, you can grind up close to those people and you can grind up close to those people, gain a lot, and then get close to the people that aren't playing the game, that are actively going down because there's other people grinding in Smash. While in Sploon, it's like, oh, not like none of the top levels grinding, but nobody below them is catching up to their level. They can just not play the video game and still win a major. Like, why would you practice? Oh, so you can 3-0 somebody instead of 3-1 them? Ooh, like, you still win the money or the Sendu prize at the end of the day. Why would you grind out for that one extra game or whatever, right? There's no point in pushing it. Connections are better than actually grinding, to an extent, yeah. It's a team-based game, right? More than something like Smash where your individual skill matters. It's not that your individual skill doesn't matter, right? You take little Timmy and throw them with Starburst players. Starburst is going to feel that pain of having little Timmy. But, you have an acceptable player put on with Starburst, they're still probably going to win. Bluntly. And on top of that, Starburst is going to provide... If Starburst is playing, they're likely playing against other top-level players. You're actually getting the experience of being able to grind high-level scrims. So, like, you're getting more value in that time you're putting in your grind. But mind you, again, once you're up there to the top, there's not much to move you. I'm dead to this hammer, really. So, I don't want to say necessarily that grind matters to an extent, but connections also matter to an extent, too. That is, I think, very fair to say. And, on par with life, folks. And that bomb's in front of me. I didn't see him until too late. But... something, Vapors on the CCA account today. The bomb and the shield. Silly little goose. Hi, Pepe. Let's kill this guy, Pepe. Okay, you're gonna die, Pepe. Getting straight in this community, Neptune, impossible challenge. I'm dead to that auto bomb. Or that curling bomb. Can we get this checkpoint, please? Thank you. And the pop cat killed too. Pepe, get a quad. Pepe, get a quad. Pepe. Pepe, you didn't get anything. What? I'm so cooked. Shake my head, people. It tells you what account you're typing with on the page you're typing comments. It's right there, the little picture. You're getting it, Neptune. You're getting it. You're understanding. You're getting it. And then, guess what? You can't do either of those. Congratulations, Neptune. You got it. Correct! Congratulations, Neptune. Those exist on every game. But this one, there's a... With the way that things scale, there's just a group that can just better than everybody. And if you don't get that group of practice, you don't get to get into that group and get practice with them, you don't have a shot to beat them. At least consistently. You might surprise them here and there or something. But you're not going to consistently beat him. Yo, fist bump from Pepe. Hey, guess what, Pepe? I won a game. It only took me 7 games. Thanks, Pepe, for the carry. I just did fish stuff. I pushed the Rainmaker. I got jumps in. Probably got fish stopper too. I feel like I killed the fish a lot. Yeah, I mean it's a shitty spot to be in, Nep. I'll be real. There's a reason that you can probably count the number of people on your hands that have broken into top level since Splatoon 2. Like, genuinely. Since Splatoon 2. Let alone Splatoon 3. Splatoon 3, what? Like, you could argue a handful of people that I wouldn't even say is in the elite of elite category, you know, that F tier win or Starburst category. I don't think I can name a single person that has broken out. There's some people close. There's some people that have broken into, say, the tier below that. I would argue. I'm not gonna say that like there's nobody that's even coming close, but I would argue a straight up, probably I would argue near 0 in that. And in Splatoon 2, I mean, it was almost completely dominated by Starburst and FT Win. You know, early FT Win and Starburst for a while, and then... Okay, that was a waste of Kraken, I guess. I ran it in. What is it, like, Zenith and Co? Like, those are the people that are going to be the closest. They've won some good things, but I don't think they've won, like, against any Starbursty FT Winnie group at all. I don't believe any of them. If they have, again, it was like a one-off set or once. Not saying they haven't. I just don't follow it enough. I never been one to really follow anything like that, to be fair. Like it just doesn't exist. Yeah, you know, Splatoon. This game's been out since 2022. And they're just not. Just nobody's there. And that it's not that you can't be mobile up to, you know, even like +2 or +1 even. There's some mobility to find ways up there. It's hard, but if you put in a hard enough crazy grind, you can find ways there. Like you can find ways to get up there, but you're still gonna find usually yourself a tier short of that group. I mean, to be fair, I'm gonna be 100 with you. Every comp in any game is a job cycle of suck. I'm gonna be a little bit honest with you. Even Smash and such, you can break down to a job cycle of suck. That's getting into comp at the highest levels is a job cycle of suck to an extent. Like there may be easier to get into that cycle compared to Splatoon. But the most efficient pathways, you get into the job cycle of suck, and you find a way to get past it in terms of, like, befriending somebody high up or getting a connection there early helps you a lot easier. But, you know, you still have to do it. That still exists there, too. I wouldn't even put Red Sun in that. I think Red Sun is 2 tiers below that. I think Zenith and them are better than Red Sun ever was. And Red Sun would be Splatoon 2 anyways.
Hi, Herbert.
They would be a Splatoon 2 team more than a Splatoon 3 team. I mean, that's just comp in anything. It's not even esports. Same thing from whether that be you could think of something like the NFL, right? The NFL is all that grind, right? You know, to an extent, you can pay your way into trying to beat that. You can theoretically pay your way in Splatoon as well. Theoretically, you could pay for strong coaching and such, get your name out there through that way. But, like, there's a reason that there's NFL family dynasties in NFL. Not only do those players tend to have some of the genetics and such, but they have the, brain please work. But, you know, they get access to the better coaching. They get access to the better pointers. They get access to the recruiters. If they have the same name or it's known that they have family lineage, you know, that sort of stuff that way. Everything in life is that way, Neptune. Welcome to life, buddy. Welcome to life. That's just life. It's everything is like that. You think the goalpost got moved, Redstone? I would disagree on Red Sun by far. Red Sun, no, they weren't winning the stuff that like Zenith and them would now. They would do well. It's not that they just got stomped. They weren't Zenith and them level, even compared to today. They were a tier below that. If not 2 tiers below that. They made a really good rise, and they had a really good run at, like, Riptide and such, and I think that what got them on the board. But even then, it's because they didn't finish. They didn't win that. They just did better than expected. Like, Red Sun wasn't out there winning majors and such. Zenith and them, they've been winning a lot of pretty good tournaments as well. Like they're consistently winning those events that like Red Sun wouldn't have won. If they would win, they would win it and then choke the next one. And again, that's even without an FT win or a Starburst or equivalent group of players playing. Mind you, like I said, those people I'm thinking of would still lose to that group the majority of the time as well, but Red Sun would just always lose to that tier of group, not even really give them as much of a challenge. By no means am I saying they're dog shit and they're awful and they're bad and they need to get good, but like they were a tier below that group. I still would say. Because they would lose to the. I were to bet money peak of each of those teams, even trying to find a way to control for the fact that on average the average Splatoon skill level is better than it was at their time now. Like, I would put my money on Red Sun to lose that. Yeah, we're not doing that, buddy. Good try. Okay. I love solving my problems with bombs. Man, I tried to save him. I mean, JP Scene hasn't had a lot of movement and top level too. JP Scene, I'm not saying there isn't any. I'm not as knowledgeable in the JP Scene as I am EU and NA, which, mind you, I'm knowledgeable to an extent anyways on that. JP Scene has a lot of the same people. Same people you would have said in Splatoon 2 are pretty much still top here in Splatoon 2 or Splatoon 3. At least the biggest names. Names like Melon and such are still the top names in JP. Like, I feel like I think we had this conversation with Brian, I believe, actually not too long ago, Victor. Obviously, I think there's more mobility in the JP scene, just because it tends to be there's more good players, and so, you know, even if some are actually not, it's easier to get those matches versus those tough players. You get better and blah 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 blah. But I believe the top of the top is still relatively stayed the same. Like Chakutaro, Helen, etc. They're all still your top dogs at in Sploon for that. I'm glad we could give Neptune a. I didn't think you would be. I doubt you thought, hey, you know what? I'm gonna skip out on sleeping and come to Kraken's stream and get a life lesson today. Welcome to life, buddy. Welcome to the. Splatoon works a lot similar to real life. I mean, it's not that much better in JP, Neptune. It's not. It's better? Sure. I ain't gonna say it's not. But it's still a lot of the same stuff. That was a smart grab. I will give them credit for that. That was a smart grab in hindsight. Ah, man, I was hoping that pen would take the other side. Cool. I'm just taking lead. Alright, one push. I'll take the damage on him. Oh, hello, Rain. I wasn't expecting you. Oh. My water bottle. I have no idea where my water bottle. And I really where? I think I have it over there. Grab my water. Hey, I got 45 of my points back. Guys, who's hiding my water bottle? Who stole it? I'm thirsty. Alright guys, who hid my water bottle? Really? I'm really pissed off about this now. Sorry, Neptune. Sorry for the depression, buddy. Sorry for the depression. Alright, well, I'm gonna go actively look for a water bottle, because I am thirsty. And I have no idea where mine went. I think I filled it up downstairs and I forgot to bring it back up, so I'll be right back. I foundeth my water bottle, folks. Oh. Now I can actually drink water. Hello, hello. Jaheem, how's it going? Happy Monday to you. How you doing tonight? You're getting a new suitcase for travel? Heck yeah! Well, now it's gonna have metal on it or something. It's just gonna have something on it that registers problems, Neptune, and now every other time you're gonna get stopped by security or some shit. That would be my luck anyways. Oh boy, I got a mystery box, guys. PSA compliant. And just because it says so doesn't mean it magically isn't. There's been times people lie. But yeah, you probably are okay. Oh man. Hey, I'd pat you down too, Vapor. Got him. Roasted or something. Oh man, it's... Ooh. Okay. Come on, game. We're gonna do a couple opens just to chill for a second. And then once, once rotation changes, I'll hop back in that quick. Well, that's what happens when you get a long implant, you know, made of metal there, Vapor. What happens, buddy? Wearing pants with metal zippers. I don't know. Your posting is real, I guess. I'm not Moo. Moo would definitely have one of those, yeah. He would have metal in his pocket just to get felt up at the at the airport. Bro's a menace to society. He's gonna get himself Deshaun Watson, I swear. Like, don't let him near any massage parlors. I'm just saying. This is getting clipped and sent to Moo, isn't it? Come a little closer. Come on, come on, come on. Stop running! Ah, of course your E-liter cleans me up. Well, stop having metal rods in your pocket then, buddy. What else to say? Alright. No one above. This is an X-Rank moment. This is a solo queue moment. Certified, just helping my team by getting the E-liter to dance instead of firing forward. Amazing job. Oh, come on. Bow, 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 bow. Now. Well, we're cooked. Happy open moment. Shit post open is real. A couple games while we wait for rotation change. You want to travel more, but doubt you can. Me IRL. Yeah, that was Shiny and Fufu. They're playing together. Used it. I'm trolling with Shiny right now, to be honest. You need to get a passport to vote? That seems interesting. That's weird. I feel like you shouldn't need a passport to vote. I don't know California law, but that just seems wrong. No, like a California of all states to have a rule like that just feels weird. You should be fine with just a driver's license, maybe a proof of home. Like, I know you can drive, so you have to have a driver's license. That alone should be enough. Let's do Outlook. And I'm gonna pop it open because I'm gonna now I'm just curious and gonna look it up, but I feel like it should just be state ID, and again, maybe at most some sort of option of proof of location. You know, similar-esque to like you would need to for certain documents. But usually, as long as you have a state ID, that covers that because that's usually a requirement for state ID. At least it is here. I should like do something to help these games. Nah, it's X-Ring. Or open, same thing. Something passed within the year. 2 forms of ID, okay. I feel like I'm gonna have to look into it. I'm curious what the option is, but I feel like that. I don't think that's a Mr. President thing, Neptune. I feel like that it's usually state law. So, as much as I am all about dumping on the current president, that shouldn't be a him thing. I mean, you definitely probably could push likely influence of that to some extent because he's made it a little bit of he's pushed that you know, people are voting that shouldn't and things, but in terms of actually making it a law or anything, that shouldn't be national. That's not national level. That's definitely laws are, or voting is even federal laws are usually state ran with maybe a couple extra steps. So that would be blaming the California government. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. You have that asterisk that I wouldn't know even the idea of that. But yeah, that was I'm not surprised with your name change that causes some issues. But I feel like you wouldn't necessarily need passport. I feel like there should be another option. Again, I feel like there should be more options than just passport and like state ID / driver license that like are more easy to get. And so that second option might only apply to you because of your name of change. Yes? Again, I have to look this up because it's been. Here's a nice Jubal. Wow, we would have extended the lean. Alright, here. What to bring to your polling place? Let's look. Acceptable voter identification. Hey, complete list of it. Acceptable, that's probably a lot to read. Hey, there's a whole list of things you can look at. Even says like a credit card or debit card is acceptable potentially there. Obviously, I don't know. Again, you want to check that with your exact thing because of your extra situation, but interesting. And yeah, you're definitely just in a shit spot because your name changed. Like, even if you can request by mail without ever, as long as you just put in your ID number, you don't even have to like anything like that. So, good night, Neptune. Glad to hear that you're gonna get some sleep. You have been rest. Yeah, fantastic rest, and I hope to see you soon. Good night, mate. Also, I forgot to say hello earlier to Sparkplug. Hello. Apologies, I realized I'm throwing and forgot to say hello in the middle of the last game. How you doing tonight? Thank you for asking how my night is. We're going. A little bit late tonight because of family dinner. It's been a late weekend. This weekend I've been really busy. Yeah, obviously, when you get name changes, that throws everything for a loop. You know, that's a whole nother bugger. I mean, obviously, that's understandable. That's a pain in the ass. But that's because of very situational, specific circumstances you're in. Definitely not a general California problem. It's just one of those. You changed your stuff for your reasons that I won't, I know so much about, but even that so much, it's your personal information, so I'm not going to share. And, yeah, the consequences of that, so, yeah. Like, should have changed your name for getting married. Shake my head. Come on, Vapor. You don't wanna get married right now? Sometimes guys take the name. It's very rare. It does happen. Vapor, pick somebody, get married for the tax benefits. Fun fact. Your tuition stuff would be based on you and your married partners, which means you get like max money for like FAFSA and such. Fun fact. That's what, like Devin and his current wife. That was I don't want to say that was a nice side benefit of them getting married. Bro, just pick somebody, bro. Pick somebody at the school. Hey, let's get married for the tax benefits. We're both going to school, so let's both, So true, Riffle. Kin would kill you. Alright, so we got one over here on the left. Hey, that took care of that. Hey, you know what? Kin would... I'm not gonna lie, there's like a 95% chance Kin would actually be okay with me marrying somebody if, in the end, it made it easier for me to be with Kin permanently. Right? So you know, as long as it was like again in the long term, Kin is the winner. Kin would be like okay, but it's like, you know, if there's no real benefit to Kin getting with me, you know, Kin wouldn't improve. But it was like, yeah, you know, you know, if Kraken marries me, I'll give him $100,000. Like, fuck yeah. And be like, yeah, go for it. As long, you know, marry me for a year for the tax benefit. Then after that, it don't matter. Okay. Damn, they had enough for a ball. That's why that sucked. Okay, well we got 2 balls. So yeah, convince Kin it's a benefit to us in the long term. And not gonna disapprove. All right, folks. I put the basket open. You gotta get something in for me. Something else, please. No, not gonna happen. Well, I need to start jumping the beacons now. I just realized. All right, we're gonna let that ball expire. I'm not gonna worry about a ball. Ah, I threw this fight. We're gonna take a kill. Okay. That's just a flingsy. Flingza, come back! Kraken Mare can still fight. Okay. Why are you running? I don't have a clam. For some reason I thought I saw a clam there. I mean, I was like, maybe I picked up a clam. I'm insane. I'm not insane. I'm just the only one scoring! Sorry. Sorry. I just want that destroyed. More out of principle than... So I need to... We're just gonna destroy that and kill you, apparently. No more! No more if you're dead. Oh, wow. Okay, that killed me. That's crazy. Alright, let's go. Oh, man. 50 seconds left in the game. A ball does get them the lead. Don't like the situation we're in, but that helps a little bit. Oh. That's not good. Yeah, okay, we're okay. Ball expired. Get the beacon there. Get the beacon there. They didn't get the beacon there. I'm gonna jump to this beacon. Okay, don't like the situation we're in. Yep, that's gonna be game. They're gonna pass clams. They're gonna get lead. There's the lead. Two of them scored too. Didn't even matter. Scored over top of my head. Well, that was a game. Great start to the X rank for clams. I'm only gonna probably do. This series, maybe one more afterward. That's definitely the max I'm going to do today. I don't want to do a ton. We are starting late, I know. So I'm trying to go a little bit later, but I'm also tired, to be fair. Trying to balance, you know, the fun of this and actually being smart. Alright, let's go. Let's move. Alright, we got one here. Goodbye, Julies. We're gonna put in the second ball. Second ball has hit the board. We'll take the extra one. Well, that's gonna be it on the push. We'll take this and run. Boop. Alright, so we got a couple here. Alright, so we got a hammer here. Goodbye, hammer. No more hammer time! This Julie's trying. Not gonna happen, buddy. Go back to the espresso machine. Alright, so we have one there. Alright, well, with 2 down, I'm not going to force anything. Rather, play patient, and that's one more reason to hold the 7. If they magically had gotten it in, I would have tried to jump. Oof. We have another ball. They need more than a ball to take the lead. We'll take the assist. Damage on them. We'll take out this ball carrier. They're still gonna take the lead. Really? They're still down there? Okay. Mini free-fired them. Not gonna get the kill because they ended up backing off because they free-fired a little bit too hard. A little bit. Ooh. That roller grabbing that clam kicked me off they were there. So I would have kept going, even if that other person was there. Now I realized that we didn't grab the ball, so they got no punishment for that push. Paper. Oh, that's not good. Just went 2 down, 40 seconds remaining. 3 down. Oh man, I don't need to die this beer. I'm cooked. Break this. Not good. Okay, this might help us. We can actually stop this in a reasonable amount of time. And they get Oh, we don't get another ball off of it, though. You know, the point was to stop and then grab the ball. We didn't get to do that. Trying to turn something from nothing. One more clam! No! No! The junior! Stayed in spawn and jump. We were one clam away. Ah, one clam off. Oh, man. Man. Pain. Alright, come on. Give us a match, please. That's been a great night for the X rank. We ended well. Last rotation, at least. Ugh. Alright, we got two on the right side. That bomb almost getting there. That was move. We got a lot of coins, or points that can go in. Coins. Yep, we got a lot of coins! Now I'm jumping in. Alright, I'm coming with 6 because they got it so high up. Got enough time to come back and try. We can do that and breathe for a second. Or worry about rushing it again. I'll take another 3. I wish I would have gotten all 4 in. If I gotten all 4 in, that would have given that roller a chance to actually KO. Not that they even got any of the 3 they had in. But, you know, maybe they do. Alright, Blob. Thanks for doing all the damage. I'll just keep scoring. I will just keep playing objective then. The team is cooking. Why stop them? Woo, I'm cooked here. That killed me? Why'd that kill me? Interesting game. Interesting. Alright. Just be patient. Move numbers disadvantage. No point in doing anything more than some bombs and such. And with that team, hoping we stop the ball, and we do. The ball was worth putting the effort in to stop him. Alright, so we need at least 2 balls to even beat. Or at least in a position where we can get at least 2 balls. Oh, I should just keep playing. We'll find out if deceased becomes deceased. Probably should help him mid. Alright. Take him out this time. I don't care if you kill me, I killed your teammate. Thought the mini was gonna cook me in the corner. Still didn't get away, but good cracking. I'll trade with both of them over there. That's enough to be a big slowdown for their push. Ooh. Got nothing on that. Welcome back, Gaming Time. How's it going? Happy Monday to you. What'd you eat? Hello, what is it? The Kill Monster? Kill Monster, yes, okay, I didn't read that wrong. How's it going? Happy Monday to you. How are you tonight? Let's play patient. I don't see a reason to force it over this direction. Let's pop this back a little bit. I'll take a trade on that. Did I get the drink? I did. Cool. Exactly. That was exactly how I drew that up. Which is grab drink, kill Carbon, risk probably dying in the back. And that's Carbon. They don't play him, so it's not a big worry, but... And GG's. It moved away on my screen. The few messages I can see through the program I have. It moved away, so it was coming out of the corner of my eye, and then I was like off memory. I'm like, is it Pill Monsters? That's not that. GG's to see. Sorry, I didn't do shit in that game, but I'm in the O2 boost of teams, so sorry, you were cooked when we walked in. You just didn't know it. Can't lose on an O2. The game goes, oh shit, here, you've been playing like shit today, so here's some players. Actually, you don't even have to be playing like shit, just get good teammates. Mind you, I'm playing like shit, because I'm not even paying attention to the games half the time. I look over, I'm like, oh, I was in a game? Shit. Lol. You're in the 1-2 death zone. Well, see, now we won't face each other, because we're both in the 1-2 death zone. We won't face each other. It's that simple. Fixes the problem. Because now we both are at a position that we're not in game 5. And we're at the 2. So, see? We didn't face each other. You're gonna try to get some sleep? Alright, good night, Vapor. Appreciate you coming out to the stream, buddy. Get some rest. I'll see you around. Good night. Enjoy your clashes tomorrow. Don't cause too many trouble. Or too much problems. Yeah, sorry, you lost without... I didn't have to put an effort. I already knew I had won. So, I just skirted around this brush. Now, I was hoping I'd get a little bit more in. Alright, well. Alright, oh, got a roll of time. Bubble, gonna wait. Alright, we lose lead, not the end of the world though. Got plenty of clams. If we can get a score instantly here, that would be pretty huge. The top whales. We took the lead right back here. We get a kill while we're putting points on the board. My favorite type. Man, really gotta be the roller. It is for the funny. That's half the job is to get behind them. Nah, I mean those pushes have some value, but try to use them less. I think they're better not to. Because if you the best thing in Clan Blitz is to get a team push, little pushes or pushes where you just get one football, such like that. But then not be actually a solo push. Sometimes you can have someone jump in or something like that. But it's still just a single ball score. Like the problem with those, you just don't tend to get a lot of extra afterward, and then you're just giving the opponents an opportunity to score where they can actually score more. So definitely want to be in a position where you can like, in general, react to it. Yeah, that's crazy. We lost. Impossible on a situation where you're not at game 5. Wow. Nope. Well, we'll do one more series. I think one more series for the road. Well, maybe I'll stop throwing. Nah, that's half the fun. Alright, come on, game. Give us a match here, please. Come on, game. Give us a match, please. Give us games. Give us games. Doesn't want to give us games. Really said, nah, we ain't giving you matches today. That's crazy. Cool, we're gonna be about to be nearing the double digit second minute of search time. Oh boy. Or wait, at this point we're gonna be nearing the third, but at this point. Oh my gosh. Come on, put us into the third minute game. Come on. You said triple Squiffers? Please tell me it was at least open. That's so jank. There's our third minute. Oh. Come on. 200 seconds. There's the disconnect. You had Shiny on your team to carry. Yay, let's go. We love when Shiny carries. What type of music do I like listening to? I bounce around. Pretty much anything but like country. That's about it for me. I depending on my mood, I'll shift around a little bit, but for the most part, I stay like alt rock or adjacent is where I stick to. But I mean, I'll bounce around to rap or heavy metal. In the car have pop on. Usually that's not my car, but don't necessarily like. I'm not frustrated at the pop being on. Like the only thing I don't listen to is country. That the only thing explicitly I will not listen to. Which is actually a little bit annoying because my mother's gotten more into country as in recent years, which is annoying. It's really the one type of music. Listen to pop, listen to rock, listen to whatever else, and you started listening to more country. The one thing I don't care for. Like, I mean, there's more I don't necessarily care for in terms of like subgenres. There's some really crazy ass subgenres that just straight up aren't even music. Might not. I'm not saying it's not art in some fashion, because, but I don't think it deserves the title of music. You like to call them grasshoppers? Honestly, that's a base thing to call them. That's pretty understandable. All they do is jump, 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 jump. Like, why would you? Oh, there's somebody in mid. Why? How did that work? How'd that work? What are you doing? Oh, that bomb was close. Bomb early, just a touch early. No, I ran out of ink. Honestly, Grasshopper's great. Still, yeah, really is. I mean, there's a few other weapons that definitely do it, but I think Squiffers are probably some of the most notorious for it. Just because, like, it's so much more obvious, I think, than, like, the fact that pretty much every weapon does that, to an extent. Squiffers, you have to do it just because you're moving around so much, it's so obvious, I think. Compared to, especially any other charger. You don't see E-looters doing that as much. They'll move around and such, but especially if they are unscooped. But anyway, I'm on a tangent. Nope, they just jumped in there. Oh, I got sucked, really. Come on. Why do they even do it? So people are more likely to miss their shots on them while they set up for their own shot. That's why. Just like jumping in fighting games or whatever, you do it as a movement option that it makes it hard to hit. It's the classic. You're moving around, they can't hit you. Okay. There's one to the right there. Get up there. Trying to force that special out. They're just not getting it out, man. Just can't force anything. I mean, they're being smart about not really forcing things either, even though we're being passive. Like, they could just, you know, sit back and relax, so they're being really smart. Really, it's just to not go take that step forward. Till now. Okay. Finally, that was a big miss on their part. There's the lead. The discipline finally died there with the specials. Just taking the points. Ooh! Timed that perfectly. I thought I didn't. Because it hesitated a little bit. Let's go. GG's, good dub, good dub. That wasn't looking good there, I won't lie. It wasn't looking good till that end push. It wasn't looking horrendous, but it wasn't looking good. So, glad we could turn the tides and get that dub. Bum ba bum ba bum 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 ba bum ba bum bum bum. Alrighty. Oh, we're up 1-0 right now. See if we can get this dub. Get the 2-0. Ideally, we win 3-0. Get more points than we lost earlier. That would be nice, but I'm doubting it. Boom, boom. Alright, let's go. Do this. Alright. So, starting this one. They have a Nink. What am I going to do? kill it, of course. No, okay, I won't. I'll die to the roller, come on. How more perfect than to end a brush interaction by death to roller. Could not have gone any better. Okay, this person knows I'm here. Gosh, I'm throwing these fights. Just a little slow. Well, also gaming time. I guess now I have to ask what type of music do you listen to? And of course, extend that out to everybody else who can hear my voice. What y'all like to listen to? Now I'm just curious. Since you asked me, I now going to ask the same question in the most boringest conversation pusher ever. I'm just kidding. That's classic. Nah, I am just curious, actually, genuinely, what people do. When you don't have something funny to add, just always ask the same question back to the person. Instead of making an interesting take on it. I wish I'm mostly laughing at myself because I couldn't think of like a good way to kind of branch off from that. Beyond just kind of asking it back at this moment. Of course, I had a little bit of a tangent, I guess, about what I like to listen to. But video game music, yeah, I understand that one. I don't necessarily always listen to like full soundtracks, with a few exceptions. Looking at You to the Moon soundtrack. But video game music's a good choice. Also love, zombie songs and such. I'll go listen to that all the time. I was listening to the zombie soundtrack actually last night. Yeah. Obviously, I know that's a little bit more traditional song-esque than necessarily what you think of when you think of a video game soundtrack, but we'll, I'll count it at least. 4, 7, 7, 8, 14. That is a number system. Splatoon soundtrack's a good one to listen to. I don't necessarily listen to that one really much alone, just because I've watched enough streams to hear that. I don't watch them too often, but I'll watch the tournament streams, and almost every tournament stream has Splatoon background music. Racing game stuff. Racing games usually have good music. They're usually it's a genre if you're looking for some good music, especially at least for background, like action and movement. Usually really good. Like even the ones that don't necessarily have the best. Like you could pop on the soundtrack while you're playing an action game. Yeah, fit. Would be good background music. You know, most of them more upbeat and gotta keep the energy of driving. You're going 200 miles an hour down the oval with your left turn. I'm kidding. You have all the street races and such that do turn more than left. We don't necessarily have a raceway nearby, but we have a drag strip. The Norwalk one would be the closest one to me. We went there many times. My dad was a mechanic, and so of course he was really interested in that. And he'd be able to get tickets for either dirt cheap or free to a lot of like those kind of events for his connections, which was really cool. So we'd go to the Norwalk Dragway. And, I think it's Raceway, I guess officially, but anywho. And so we just see him, all the cool stuff. We had got things signed by them. I used to have a big poster that went across my entire wall that was advertising from that and shit. It was really cool. I guess I get to run. Nope, never mind. Anime. I don't watch too much, so I know the type of music though, but haven't watched any. But I've heard enough theme songs just by existing with anime being as popular as it is. Initial D. I've never heard of that one. Alright, it's 3 minutes of the game. We should probably try to score or something. We are losing. I'm gonna trade, really. I didn't need to be a trade. I got 2 here. 3 there. Gonna throw bombs for a second. Get the 1, we're gonna move in with the teammate. Lux pinned in. See the dualies weak. Not gonna kill him, but hey, they're down. That's what matters. Yeah, you find a game with good music, you can listen to its soundtrack a million times. That big fan of the To the Moon series. More of a when sad kind of thing, but a lot of its music is kind of sad. But there's some really good ones that you would listen to even if you're not. It was not sad times. Honestly, I listen to sad time songs all the time. Those good songs. Also, just fantastic game. If I'm going to recommend a single game series to anybody, is the To the Moon series. Good, very good series. Especially for a quick play. You know, it's not something you can be like hardcore into or anything, but just recommend one for a random person. I think it's a good game for folks. Anyway. I'm on a tangent. Let's go score. They're not going to get over here in time. Okay. Mega Man or Pokemon? Yeah, those are 2 understandable ones. Those are both good. Two on the left, 1 right. We're at 7. You know what? We're gonna do a funny. We're gonna do a funny. We're gonna do a funny! I killed him too! This kill, they might be able to keep scoring. Please keep scoring. Please keep scoring. No! Oh, imagine we kept scoring there. The Minecraft music. Fun fact, I know they want to come back to doing Minecraft songs. Apparently there's like a whole nother like album or something like that they have of music that they would want for Minecraft in particular. think they said they have more. I don't remember with the interview how much they said they had. It was a lot. Oh, so we are up 2-1. Let's go. I would just want to like hear the music because like there's so many that are iconic from the Minecraft soundtrack. So I just want to like hear the other ones, just see how good they are. Because I know they got to be good. At least the majority of them. At minimum, they have to be like 45% bangers. All right. Come on, game. I don't like the new ones myself too much. They're not bad. I just feel like they aren't as Minecraft-y. You know, a lot of the Minecraft ones are a lot more simpler. These are a lot more complex. So, like, it just feels like it doesn't fit the game as much, or at least, you know, maybe that's a little bit of the nostalgia or something talking there. Where it's like, this game feels like it's changed a ton, you know? I want to go back to the simpler time. Could be that little bit screaming. But it feels like just the way the songs are just don't fit quite as much. It's not that they're bad, though. It's not that they're bad. They're pretty solid. Minecraft music in the Library of Congress? I'm not sure, but I think you're right. I'm not 100%. Like, I wouldn't feel confident in that answer if it was a test. But I believe it is. Favorite music disc? I'd have to go and refresh my brain a little bit since it's been so long since I've actually like listened to all of them. But the two I tend to like keep the most on is like Mall and Cat. But I feel like there's another one I like more than those two, but I can't think of the name of it. I mean, 13's the best. 13 is definitely the best. Man, look at this search time. We have almost 200 seconds again. We got a match too. That's crazy. Which is the point I wasn't even thinking about the game anymore. Existing. That's how long that search was. I forgotten about the game. I just sat back, reading chat. Put us in the just talking tab instead of the playing Splatoon 3 for real. For the life of me, I can't hear the other one you mentioned in my head. I can't think of like how that sounds. Let me grab these. Yep, somebody's still there. We're going for it. Not a lot of points, but if we can get some, that would be nice. I'm in the JP one. It should be Takaroka, I believe. I honestly Just don't want to wait like 2 hours for a match. I don't even care about the strength or anything. Just sad that in the NA division it can take like an hour for one match. It's really annoying. Though this one, obviously we had the long surge, but 200 seconds, you know, maybe 300 seconds or whatever, I'll take that queue time over one match an hour. Once you get up to the highest levels, which are not that hard to do. It is significantly easier in JP to get a game. Significantly. You would just go search failed, search failed, search failed if you were in the NA division. Like, oh, it's annoying. Like, I heard it got better for a while. But then, like, it got worse again. Now that, like, a lot of the JP people went back to the NA division, they're forced back to it. Because we get some JP people, obviously, playing in the NA division to get the badges easier. Since you could win either region. Obviously, you have the logo in the middle, but still, you can have the top 10 badge. They were farming the badges. And then Nintendo said, no, no more farming. I love it. It's so dumb. It's one of the dumbest things that they did. Anywho, let's go. We got one behind us. Need this ball. No. Anywho, minutes 30 remaining. We gotta stop this push now. We're gonna move up with this. One on the right. Don't kill me. We're really. Ooh, we got this ball. Okay, teammate dead. Last game, we almost forgot. Or we forgot to do that. A couple times, actually. Damage? Well, I guess not last game, but the game before. On Scorchboard. Very late, gonna head out. Appreciate you coming out to the stream. You have a fantastic rest of your night. I hope to see you soon. Good night, gaming time. Maybe I shouldn't have forced that. Okay. We're just knocking our penalty down by 10. Alright, we gotta get back H3, come on. Back up with me. Back up with me. Oh. We're not in a good spot. A whale. Okay. Come on, come on. My whales didn't kill him. Well, GG's. On to the game 5. Whoop, 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 whoop. It almost worked. Next game. That's alright. Big game 5. You know how it always is. We gotta get to game 5. Well, we didn't play horrendous. Played a little bit better, but at least we aren't shit in the bed. I bet it's gonna take 77 years to get a match. While it does this, I'm gonna go check to see if anybody's live that I can raid. Trying different people to see who we can raid. Why does nobody have raids on? Alright, we found somebody. Alright, come on, give us a match. It's been 2 minutes of searching again. Come on. Come on, game. Three minutes. Another 3-minute search. Come on. I know it's in the morning in JP right now, but what happens when you get in a school work week, you know? People busy. But here we go. Finally get the match. Alright, let's go. Okay, we'll take the 7. Oh, I didn't need to die there. Okay. That's gonna roller on the right. Which is weak. We'll hold 6. That's crazy that worked out. That's crazy. How did they let me score that much? Alright, so up to 6 clams, 1 up on the right, 2 left. Whales got him. Very weak. May got him. Beautiful. I have all the clams. Okay. Let's get the lead. Let's get the lead here. No, one short. Thank you. Let's go. Lead is ours. Do I have a Wii U? Yes, I do. Alright, let's knock this out. Let's go. We're gonna win the series. Let's go. Don't envy your queue times. The zones rotation is gonna be nicer, yeah. Okay. Okay, you guys can play. Everybody else can play in open. Who needs to play an X rank? Yeah, I definitely would have expected that for zones to be popping off. You know how it is. Everyone plays zones. At least we won some clamblets. We what? Lost that one. Lost that one. Sorry. 3-1. Oh. 3-2. So we are down points. Could not remember what exactly we did in the last one. So we are down a little bit in clamblets, but at least we gained some other back. Anywho, like I said, I'm gonna wrap up here. Appreciate you all coming out to the stream. We'll be back again tomorrow with some more gaming. Till then, you all have a fantastic